Hey there. This is your old Uncle Ray McGuff, co-host, if you will, of Area 42 podcast, acolyte of Schlockfest, all around zombie takeover TV, go guy. I'm a writer. I'm a lover, a fighter, singer, sometimes in the shower usually. Yeah, what is there to say about me, really? A man amongst men. Man amongst men. Anywho, I quit jerking myself off here. This is what's going to be known as the Last Roundup Horror Show spinoff, Spotlight, where we take a moment to spotlight independent films that are submitted to our channel. I am your host for this segment. There will be other hosts involved. Hopefully we're going to get several people involved, but today I am reviewing this particular film. The name of the movie is called That Night. It's a 2019 film. Director Joseph R. Davis and Brian Gerson. I hope I'm saying that correctly. With a score by Rocky Gray. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I can't rave enough about the score of this film. This movie clocks in at 26 minutes, and it's scored and shot beautifully. I'm telling you, it looks as good as, if you're familiar with the film with Jake Gyllenhaal, it's called Nightcrawler. It's as visually stunning as that, with this amazing opening scene, and I'll talk about it in a minute. But the score by Rocky Gray, I tip my hat to you. Rocky Gray, phenomenal job on this score. It had me on the edge of my seat the whole 26 minutes. Again, directors Joseph R. Davis, Brian Gerson. I'll give you a quick synopsis. A terrible act of fate puts two sets of couples in a situation where one set turns into the prey and the other set the predators. Written by Garrett Lee and Jennifer Nangle. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Cast includes Jennifer Nangle, Raymond Williams, Charles Chibdalla, and Garrett Lee. It has this is a YouTube film, I'm sorry, it's on YouTube. It has over 9,900 views, which I thought was very impressive. Like I said, it's got a visual, it has a visual aesthetic of the movie Nightcrawler. That's what it reminded me of immediately. From the opening scene, they're driving to this house party, and it's a backseat view with the dashboard lit up at nighttime, and our main couple, the protagonists, are having some dialogue, and it's just gorgeous. Like I was almost like, how is this? Where do I get this level of camera quality for my own stuff? So I can't rave enough about that. Just delightful. So pleasant surprise on that. The score kicks in. Again, Rocky Gray, hats off. They get to the party, but as they're riding, you can tell that there's something that's happened to this couple. There is a tension with them, and they feel believable. Every actor in this particular film, every one of them felt to me like a real person. They did a great job. There is no reason that the main four cast members in this film should not be headlining their own feature films. That's just the way I feel about it. They should have a $20 million budget to act in a film. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. But that being said, there's clearly something between them. There's an argument or something that it's always led to believe the gentleman in this scenario, but I don't know. Something happened to them, and so they're not in the best of moods. They get to the party. They're mingling. You meet some people in the kitchen, and the lady played by Jennifer Nangle, who's the part of the couple that we're driving. She's off by herself or in a group of people talking. There's some guys, and they're doing guy talk in the kitchen, and the guy that's throwing the house party, the host, makes a comment about her breasts to her husband or boyfriend. And he gets pissed off. The guy's like, I'm just joshing you, you know, gives him a buddy punch. But, you know, so right off the bat, you're a little off put. You're like, whoa, what the hell was that? That was crazy. Next thing you know, the people are getting drunk. We find our couple from the beginning out on a patio talking, and Jennifer is clearly drunk, and her boyfriend is not having it. He's a little upset. He's asking her why she does this every time they go out. You know, and I don't think it matters really ever, and I'm not saying that, but I want to say how strikingly beautiful Jennifer is. At points and you're like, she looks like a painting. I don't know how they did the light. Like I said, the production value on this movie is really good. So there are a couple of times where you're just like, wow, she is striking. So I don't know how they, you know, they framed it like that, but so as he's talking to her in this poorly lit area, it's like watching a live painting. I really was impressed with the overall cinematography. But anyway, so they get into an argument, and he's like, all right, we're out of here. Grabs her up, you know, they go inside, they say their adieus, they try to get him to stay, the couple that's hosting, they won't stay. They get outside, and Jennifer realizes she forgot her coat, so she heads back in. Our main character is staying outside by the car. He's waiting, so finally goes back inside, and the host's girlfriend tries to seduce him, and he turns her down and finds his, you know, girlfriend in a room with the host, and he is, you know, talking about how good she looks and stuff, and he's like, oh, you know, fuck you, dude. Grabs up his girlfriend, like, let's get out of here. The host's girlfriend claims that her purse has been stolen, and that's when things flip. And like I said, I don't want to give too much away about this movie because it's only 26 minutes long, but from there it gets out of control, and the acting just gets progressively better. The host couple are doing some crazy stuff to these characters. We find out, you know, as they're trapped, that they've either lost a baby by choice or by accident. I couldn't really tell from that. I mean, maybe I misread it, but it seemed to me like she might have had an abortion for some reason that they didn't really get much into. But so that was what was between them. I think they had lost a child, basically. The bad guys crank it up to 11, man. I'm telling you, there's some crazy shit, and it ends on this amazing shot, and I don't want to ruin it for you, but this great shot where you're like, oh, this ain't their first time doing this. And it's based on a true story. I'll have to look more into that. My favorite line in this film is, you're acting just like your mom right now. I was like, damn, you don't say that to a girl? You know this? It was really good. You know, the sadistic couple was fantastic. They played angry suburbanites who are vengeful nutcases to a T. Just an overall creepy vibe. The antagonist girlfriend, she really gets a crazy like send-off speech at the end, which is great. I can't really say anything more highly than this. This was a great time, a good use of my 26 minutes, amazing production value, great score, terrific acting. These ladies and gentlemen did, this group of ladies and gentlemen did something that I've always wanted to do. They've made a near perfect horror film. I think that our horror film that we did, which if you'd like to look into it, that's something we can discuss later. So it's on Zombie Takeover TV. But I wish that our level was this high. They clearly had some sort of budget that was a little bit, or maybe not. Maybe this is all skill. I don't know, but I can't rave enough about how everything came together for this movie. It's worth your time. It deserves every bit of those 9,900 views. I've given it a 9 out of 10. Well done. Well done. If I had one complaint, it would be the running time. I didn't really get to live in this world. I got a glimpse. And as a movie fan, a fanatic to the extreme, I'm the kind of guy that wants to live there. When I'm into something, I don't want to let it go. I love 3-hour films. I'm the guy that goes to movie festivals. I love them. So maybe, you know, that would be my only complaint. It could have easily, I thought, been an hour. But at any rate, it was a beautiful job, and I praise you. Thank you so much for submitting it. 9 out of 10. Again, I'm Ray McGuff. Check out all of our podcasts on Podbean and the Zombie Takeover TV Facebook page, as well as the Zombie Takeover TV YouTube channel. We have lots of great stuff. Support local art. Support artists in general. Go out and see movies that most people don't see. Hey, for every Avengers, there's one little gem out there that's needing and deserving your attention. So seek them out. I've been Ray McGuff. I hope you've been entertained. And thank you so much again to the cast of That Night and the producers and directors for submitting it. I really enjoyed it. Have a good time. Stay tuned.